Pokeball. Now this is the most common version of the Pokeball and where everything starts. As this is one of the most recognizable items from Pokemon, it has become a bit of a de facto mascot. This ball doesn't add any catch modifiers to the catch rate, as its modifier is 1 times. In Pokemon Legends Arceus, there is a design variant of this that allows you to craft the Pokeball using 1 apricorn and 1 tumblestone. The Great Ball. The Great Ball is a slightly more improved variation of the Pokeball. A Great Ball has a 1.5 times modifier, giving you better odds to catch Pokemon. A Great Ball differs in appearance to the traditional Pokeball, as it is blue on top and has red accents. A fun fact is that in Generation 1, a Great Ball was better to use than an Ultra Ball if you were trying to capture a Pokemon with more than 50% plus health and no status conditions. There is a Hisuian version of the Great Ball that you can craft using 1 apricorn, 1 tumblestone, and 1 iron chunk. The Ultra Ball. The Ultra Ball is the last of the original Pokeball variants that you could buy in stores. Ultra Balls are a more improved version of the Great Ball, as it has a 2x catch modifier. This ball is designed to be white on the bottom with a black top and a yellow H over top of that. The reason for the yellow H is that in Japan, it is known as the Hyper Ball. There is a Hisuian variant that you can craft for 1 apricorn, 2 tumblestone, and 2 iron chunks. Master Ball. Master Balls are our first rare Pokeball, as in Generation 1 there is only one way to get it, and that is by defeating Giovanni, the leader of Team Rocket. There are ways to get it repeatedly, but they involve gambling on slots or winning grand prizes in any of the other mainline games. The catch rate for a Master Ball is 100%, except for one time, and that is when you try to use it on the Ghost Marowak in Pokemon Tower in any version of the Gen 1 games. The Master Ball has a white base, purple top with pink accents, and an M on the front. Because Silph Co invents the Master Ball in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, the Master Ball is not available in Pokemon Legends Arceus, as it takes place in the past. The Safari Ball. Starting in Generation 1 all the way to Generation 8, you could only use the Safari Ball in any of the Safari type games. In Generation 1, it had a 2x catch rate modifier, but was nerfed to being only 1.5x modifier in subsequent games until Sword and Shield, where it is now just a 1x catch modifier and a variant of the normal Pokeball. The way to get the Safari Ball in Scarlet and Violet is with the DLC, the Indigo Disc, and to register 120 Pokemon in the Blueberry Pokedex. The Safari Ball has a white bottom and a hunter's camo colored top. Fastball. The Fastball was first introduced in the Johto games as a variant to the Pokeball that has a specialty to catch Pokemon that are fast or quick to flee. In Generation 2, it was intended to have a 4 times catch rate modifier for all Pokemon that can flee. However, due to a coding glitch, it only does this for Magnemite, Grimer, and Tangela, which only have a 10% chance of fleeing. Every other Pokemon it is used on is only a 1 times modifier. The Fastball is not a very common Pokeball, as it has been completely left out of Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald, Diamond, Platinum and Pearl, and you can only trade it into Black and White 1 and 2 via it being a held item by a Pokemon. It can be made via a white apricorn when given to Kurt in Azalea Town in Gold and Silver. Its design is a variation of a traditional Pokeball, except with a yellow lightning bolt on top and yellow side accents. The Level Ball. The Level Ball is another of Kurt's apricorn Pokeballs introduced in Generation 2. Its catch modifier is based on how big of a level advantage you have over the other wild Pokemon you are trying to catch. If your Pokemon is the same level or under the level of the wild Pokemon you are trying to catch, it has a 1 times modifier. However, if your level is higher than but less than double the level of the wild Pokemon, it has a 2 times modifier. If your level is more than double but less than 4 times the wild Pokemon, you have a 4 times catch modifier. If you are 4 times the level of the wild Pokemon or more, then you have an 8 times catch modifier. However, due to a bug in the code in Gen 2, and I know there are a lot of bugs it seems, HP and status conditions are not factored into the catch rate. This ball can be made from red apricorns by Kurt in Azalea Town in the Gen 2 versions of the game. The Level Ball does not appear and cannot be acquired in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald or Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. It can be traded into Black and White 1 and 2 via a held item of a Pokemon. The level ball has the same color scheme as the German flag, with a white bottom, black top, and a yellow halo band above the middle line. There is also a red V on the very front of the ball. Lure ball. The lure ball is another of Kurt's apricorn ball variations made out of blue apricorns in Azalea Town in Pokemon Gold and Silver. The lure ball had an increased catch modifier if you used this ball while fishing. The modifiers for this ball have changed throughout the generations. If you used this in any Gold and Silver versions of the game, you would have a 3 times catch rate modifier. If you used it in any of the Sun and Moon versions of the game, it had a 5 times catch rate modifier. If you used it after these games, it had a 4 times catch rate modifier. With Scarlet and Violet removing fishing from the game, the modifier would be applied if the Pokemon was in or on water. The lure ball doesn't appear and cannot be acquired in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, or Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. It can be traded into Black and White 1 and 2 via a held item of a Pokemon. The lure ball has a white bottom and teal top with a red arrow and orange accents. The heavy ball. The heavy ball is one of Kurt's apricorn balls made out of black apricorns in Azalea Town. This ball is used for Pokemon that are more on the heavier side weight-wise. The weight measurements and catch rates are extremely varied and don't deal in multipliers, but instead just adds or subtracts to the catch rate, and this is a lot of numbers coming up, so buckle up. Now, if you're using this in Gold, Silver, or Crystal, the modifiers are as follows. If a Pokemon weighs 225.5 pounds or less, or 102.3 kilograms or less, the catch rate modifier is minus 20. If a Pokemon is 225.8 pounds or 102.4 kilograms to 451.3 pounds or 204.7 kilograms, there is no added catch rate. If a Pokemon is 451.5 pounds or 204.8 kilograms to 677.0 pounds or 307.1 kilograms, the catch rate is plus 20. If a Pokemon is 677.3 pounds, 307.2 kilograms to 902.8 pounds or 409.5 kilograms, the catch rate is plus 30. If a Pokemon is 903.0 pounds or 409.6 kilograms or more, then the catch rate is plus 40. Now, that's just for the Generation 2 version of Gold, Silver, and Crystal. The rates are different in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and they are as follows. If a Pokemon is 451.3 pounds or 204.7 kilograms or less, then the catch rate modifier is minus 20. If a Pokemon is 451.5 pounds or 204.8 kilograms to 677.0 pounds or 307.1 kilograms, the catch rate is plus 20. If a Pokemon is 677.3 pounds or 307.2 kilograms to 902.8 pounds or 409.5 kilograms, the catch rate is plus 30. If a Pokemon is 903.0 pounds or 409.6 kilograms or more, the catch rate is plus 40. Now, in all these subsequent games this ball is in, the rates are as follows. If a Pokemon weighs less than 220.2 pounds or 99.9 kilograms or less, the catch rate is minus 20. If a Pokemon is 220.5 pounds, 100 kilograms, to 440.7 pounds or 199.9 kilograms, nothing is added or subtracted. If a Pokemon is 440.9 pounds or 200 kilograms to 661.2 pounds or 299.9 kilograms, catch rate is plus 20. If a Pokemon is 661.4 pounds or 300 kilograms or more, the catch rate is plus 30. I know that was a lot, and hopefully you were able to follow it all. The heavy ball doesn't appear and cannot be acquired in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, or Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. It can be traded into Black and White 1 and 2 via a held item of a Pokemon. The heavy ball is white on the bottom, gray on the top, with blue dots on top of that. This is the only Johto Pokeball that has a Hisuian variation. In Hisui, the ball is completely gray with silver banding and black bumps. It's able to be crafted with 1 apricorn and 1 black tumblestone. The Love Ball. The Love Ball is another of Kurt's apricorn balls and can be crafted in Azalea Town with pink apricorns. It has an 8 times catch rate modifier if the wild Pokemon is a different gender than the player Pokemon's gender. It has a 1 times catch rate modifier if used on same gender Pokemon. The Love Ball doesn't appear and cannot be acquired in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald or Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. It can be traded into Black and White 1 and 2, again via a held item of a Pokemon, and the design of this Pokeball is white on the bottom with a dark pink top with light pink hearts on the front. The Friend Ball. The Friend Ball is another of Kurt's Apricorn balls and is made from the green Apricorn in Azalea Town. There is no catch rate modifier for this Pokeball. It does, however, set a caught Pokemon's friendship level to 200 in generations 2 through 7 and 150 since generation 8. The Friend Ball doesn't appear and cannot be acquired in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald or Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. It can be traded into Black and White 1 and 2 via held item of a Pokemon. This ball has a white bottom and hunter green top with red and yellow accents. The Moon Ball. The Moon Ball is another of Kurt's Apricorn balls and is made from yellow Apricorn in Azalea Town. If used on a Pokemon that evolves with a Moonstone, then it has a 4 times catch rate modifier. On every other Pokemon, it has a 1 times catch rate modifier. However, due to a glitch in Generation 2, it has a 1 times catch rate modifier for all Pokemon. The Moon Ball doesn't appear and cannot be acquired in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald or Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. It can be traded into Black and White 1 and 2 via a held item of a Pokemon. The ball has a white bottom with a teal and gray top with a yellow crescent moon. The Sport Ball. The Sport Ball is a specialty ball that debuted in Generation 2 that was exclusive to the games until Generation 8. In the Generation 2 games, both original and the remakes, it is exclusive to the bug catching event. In Generations 8 and 9, it is essentially a variation of a normal Pokeball. The Sport Ball doesn't appear and cannot be acquired in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald or Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. It can be traded into Black and White 1 and 2 via a held item of a Pokemon. It has the same color scheme as a Pokeball, except it has a white S on the top front of the Pokeball. The Net Ball. The Net Ball is the first Pokeball variant that is from Generation 3. The Net Ball currently has a 3.5 times catch rate modifier if used on a Pokemon that are water or bug type. From Generation 3 to Gen 6, the catch rate modifier was 3 times on water and bug type Pokemon. Any other type of Pokemon, it has the 1 times catch rate modifier. The Net Ball is one of the more common Pokeball variants as it is available in every mainline Pokemon game since its debut. The Net Ball has a white bottom with a teal top and black netting design around the top. The Dive Ball. The Dive Ball made its debut in Generation 3. It currently has a 3.5 times catch rate modifier if used on Pokemon that are water dwelling. However, in Generation 3 when it made its debut, it only gave you a catch rate modifier if you were underwater when you used it. Otherwise, this ball has a 1 times catch rate modifier. Gen 9 has complicated the rules for this ball as well. The bonus catch rate only applies to Pokemon that either swim in water or Pokemon that typically walk on land and that have entered water. Also, due to a bug in the game, if you were to use the Dive Ball near the fire-scored shrine in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the catch rate modifier will not be counted. The Dive Ball is completely teal in color with gray accents on the bottom and white accents on the top. The Nest Ball. The Nest Ball is another Pokeball variant introduced in Generation 3. The Nest Ball currently has a catch rate modifier that increases based on the level of the wild Pokemon being caught and is a bit complicated. To figure out the multiplier, we need to do some math. For the catch rate modifier, you take the number 41 and subtract the wild Pokemon's level, then divide that answer by 10. The Nest Ball works best on lower level Pokemon, with its effectiveness diminishing as the Pokemon's level increases towards that number of 41. For Pokemon of higher levels, it functions with the standard 1 times catch rate modifier. The Nest Ball has been a consistent option in most mainline Pokemon games since its debut. Its design features a white bottom and a green top with a leaf-like pattern. The Repeat Ball. The Repeat Ball is another Pokeball variant that was introduced in Generation 3. The Repeat Ball has a 3.5 times catch rate modifier when used on Pokemon that you've already registered in your Pokedex. For any Pokemon that hasn't been caught before, it functions with the standard 1 times catch rate modifier. This makes it a popular choice if you are looking to catch duplicates or shiny hunt Pokemon you've already encountered. The Repeat Ball has appeared in every mainline Pokemon game since its debut, maintaining its utility for collectors and completionists. Its design features a white bottom and an orange top with black stripes. The Timer Ball. The Timer Ball is another variant introduced in Generation 3. The Timer Ball becomes more effective as the number of turns in battle increase. It starts at a 1 times catch rate modifier but gradually rises to a maximum of 4 times catch rate after 10 turns in battle. This makes it an excellent choice for prolonged battles, especially against legendary Pokemon or difficult catches. The Timer Ball has been available in most mainline Pokemon games since its debut, making it a reliable option for patient people. Its design features a white bottom and a black top with a red and white circular clock-like pattern. The Luxury Ball. The Luxury Ball is a Pokeball variant introduced in Generation 3, and it behaves similarly to the Friend Ball, and unlike other Pokeballs that focus on improving catch rates, the Luxury Ball provides a unique benefit to the Pokemon it captures. Pokemon caught in a Luxury Ball gain friendship points at an accelerated rate, making it an excellent choice for trainers aiming to evolve Pokemon that require high friendship or to strengthen their bond quickly. The Luxury Ball has been a consistent option in most mainline Pokemon games since its debut. Its design is sleek and elegant, featuring a black base adorned with gold accents and a sparkling red band. The Premier Ball. The Premier Ball is a Pokeball variant introduced again in Generation 3. It functions identically to a standard Pokeball with a 1 times catch rate modifier for all Pokemon. However, the Premier Ball is unique in its exclusivity, as it is typically obtained as a bonus when purchasing 10 or more regular Pokeballs at once in most games. Its appearance is the inverse of a Pokeball, with the ball being completely white with a red banding in the middle. The Dusk Ball. The Dusk Ball is a Pokeball variant that was introduced in Generation 4, and the Dusk Ball excels in dark environments, currently offering a 3 times catch rate modifier when used in caves or during nighttime. Prior to Gen 7, it had a 3.5 times catch rate modifier. In any other setting, it has the standard 1 times catch rate modifier. This makes it highly effective while exploring caves or hunting Pokemon after sunset. Since its debut, the Dusk Ball has been available in most mainline Pokemon games, becoming a staple for capturing Pokemon in these environments. It has a green base with a black banding all over and glowing green essence. The Heal Ball. The Heal Ball is a Pokeball variant introduced in Gen 4, and it functions with the standard 1 times catch rate modifier, but offers a unique benefit. Any Pokemon captured with the Heal Ball is fully restored immediately upon capture, with all HP and status conditions healed. This makes it especially useful for anyone who wants to add a new Pokemon immediately to their team without needing to visit a Pokemon Center. The Heal Ball has appeared in most mainline Pokemon games since its debut, and its design has a pink base with a white heart-like pattern on it. The Quick Ball. The Quick Ball is a variant introduced in Gen 4, and it is most effective when used at the very start of a battle, offering a 5 times catch rate modifier if used on the first turn. After the first turn, its effectiveness drops to the standard 1 times catch rate modifier, making it ideal to capture Pokemon quickly. The Quick Ball has been a staple in most mainline Pokemon games since its debut. Its design features a striking blue and yellow color scheme with bold radiating patterns. The Cherish Ball. The Cherish Ball is a special Pokeball variant introduced in Gen 4. Unlike other Pokeballs, the Cherish Ball cannot be purchased or found in the wild. It is exclusively used to hold event Pokemon distributed by official promotions. It has the standard 1 times catch rate modifier, but serves as a unique marker to signify the Pokemon's special origin. The Cherish Ball has appeared in many mainline Pokemon games as part of various event distributions. Its design is striking and elegant, featuring a glossy red top with black and white accents. The Park Ball. The Park Ball is a special Pokeball variant introduced in Generation 4. It is exclusively used in the PAL Park feature to capture Pokemon transferred from earlier games. The Park Ball has a 100% catch rate, ensuring that any transferred Pokemon can be caught without fail during the PAL Park minigame. Unlike most Pokeballs, it cannot be obtained or used outside of this specific context. Its design features a white bottom and a yellow top with teal banding. The Dream Ball. The Dream Ball is a special Pokeball variant introduced in Generation 5. It was originally used in the Dream World feature where Pokemon with special abilities or moves could be caught. The Dream Ball has a 1x catch rate modifier similar to the standard Pokeball, but its primary significance lies in its unique design and its association with event or Dream World Pokemon. It has appeared in some event distributions and special in-game events. Its design features a soft pink top with a starry, swirling pattern and a pale purple bottom. The Beast Ball. The Beast Ball is a special Pokeball variant introduced in Generation 7. It is designed specifically for capturing Ultra Beasts, mysterious and powerful Pokemon from other dimensions. The Beast Ball has a 0.1x catch rate modifier when used on regular Pokemon, making it a pretty poor choice for them, but it has a 5x catch rate modifier for Ultra Beasts. The Beast Ball is typically available in the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon games during the Ultra Beast side quests. Its design features a neon green and yellow color scheme with a jagged pattern that reflects the otherworldly nature of the Ultra Beast. The Feather Ball. The Feather Ball is a Pokeball variant introduced in Pokemon Legends Arceus. It is designed to be effective for catching flying-type Pokemon or those that are far away, as it can be thrown at a distance. The Feather Ball has a catch rate modifier of 1x, similar to the standard Pokeball, but it is known for its unique throwing mechanics. However, when you boost the ball, the Feather Ball has a 1.25x catch rate modifier. It is more accurate when thrown from a distance, particularly useful for catching Pokemon in the wild without engaging them in battle. This ball can be crafted using one apricorn and one sky tumblestone. The Feather Ball's design features a light blue top with white feather-like patterns. The Wing Ball. The Wing Ball is a Pokeball variant introduced again in Pokemon Legends Arceus. It is an upgraded version of the Feather Ball designed to offer improved accuracy and distance when capturing flying-type Pokemon or those situated far away. The Wing Ball has a 1.5x catch rate modifier, or when boosted 1.75x, similar to the Feather Ball, but its primary advantage lies in its ability to be thrown farther and more precisely. This makes it a useful tool for catching hard-to-reach Pokemon in the wild. This ball can be crafted using one apricorn, one sky tumblestone, and one iron chunk. The Wing Ball's design features a light blue top with a streamlined wing-like pattern that highlights its aerodynamic purpose, evoking the notion of flight and speed. The Jet Ball. The Jet Ball is a variant introduced in Pokemon Legends Arceus. It is designed for capturing fast-moving Pokemon or those in difficult-to-reach areas. The Jet Ball has a 2x catch rate modifier, but its main feature is that it can be thrown at a much greater distance with even more improved accuracy over the Feather Ball and Wing Ball. It is especially useful for Pokemon that tend to move quickly or are situated very far from the player. The Jet's ball design is sleek and aerodynamic, featuring a dark blue top with silver accents that resemble the streamlined shape of a jet. The Leaden Ball. The Leaden Ball is a variant of the Heavy Ball in Pokemon Legends Arceus. It is designed to be used in situations where stealth is key, particularly for catching Pokemon that are easily startled or in areas where the player wants to remain undetected. The Leaden Ball has a 1.7x catch rate modifier, or 2x when boosted, but its unique feature is that its heavier weight allows it to be thrown with more precision and less noise, helping to avoid alerting nearby Pokemon. The Leaden Ball's design is black all over with very few metallic gray accents. The Gigaton Ball. The Gigaton Ball is a Pokeball variant that was once again introduced in Legends Arceus. It is designed for capturing tough and resilient Pokemon, particularly those with higher levels or who are more difficult to catch. The Gigaton Ball has a 2.5x catch rate modifier, 2.75x when boosted, but it excels in its ability to be thrown with increased accuracy and power, making it effective in more challenging capture situations. The design of the Gigaton Ball is robust and heavy, featuring a large metallic appearance with a black base and light gray characters and light gray accents all around it. The final ball on our list is the Origin Ball, and the Origin Ball is a special Pokeball introduced in Legends Arceus. It is used exclusively for capturing Origin form Dialga or Palkia. The Origin Ball's significance is that it automatically catches these Pokemon. The Origin Ball is an all-red glossy design.